Hello everyone, welcome to KMIT Solutions Services. My name is Raman. In last lecture, we have seen that how this banking application is developed, what are the different components of this banking application. Now, in this lecture, we will see that how we can create a WAR file, which is the executable file for Java for web application, and how this WAR file will be deployed on the Tomcat server. For that, we need to install Tomcat server first. So how to install Tomcat server? You just go to a website which is Apache and you can search for Apache Tomcat download, right? So here, which is Apache Tomcat download, Tomcat 10, Tomcat 11. 11 is the latest one. This is the Apache Tomcat 11, right? So here, if you come down, so it depends upon that which operating system you are using. I'm using Windows, so I'm using this Windows installer. So you just need to download this, right? So once the download is completed, just open this Tomcat server, right? And you can say, yes, I want to install this. Click on next. I agree. And for now, I'm adding this into the start menu, documentation I need, manager I need, click on next, right? So it is saying, do you want to set up the username or password? If you want, you can put it. This is optional part, but if you want to set it up, you can set it up for the manager GUI role. Click on next. Okay. So I have already installed. That is why it is saying that your machine is already having Tomcat 11 installed. Choose another service name. Okay. So either I need to uninstall or choose the different service name. So I'm not doing that because that is not required. But if you click on the next button, it will simply install the Tomcat server on your machine. Okay. So once it is installed, then what you need to do, you need to go to a folder, and that folder is the Tomcat folder. So now if I go here and if I stop my internet banking service or other services, because Tomcat runs at port number 8080. So I have killed all the running applications, right? So now what we need to do, we need to go to Tomcat Web Apps folder, and we need to deploy our microservices there. Now, to deploy this, first we need to convert the source code into the executable code. For that, what you need to do, you need to go to Maven, okay? Or you can run some commands by going into that folder. Like, for example, I'm going into the deposit folder. So if I go to the deposit folder, so where is the deposit folder? Under microservices and deposit. So I will go to CD and microservices and then deposit folder, right? Now, if you see here, there is a pom.xml. So you need to execute the command of Maven through pom.xml, right? So what I need to do here, I need to run a command which is mvn clean and package. So this command is basically going to create a var file. So pom.xml file is already configured in such a way that it will create the var file. So so package I have created as a var file. Okay. Now let me run this. Okay. Now it is going to create the var file. Okay. Right. So what it has done, this is my folder. So I will go to this folder where my source code is available. So I'm just going to that particular folder. And under that, I have microservices and deposit microservice. Now, for this deposit microservice, there is something called target folder. So we need to go to the target folder, and you can see this war file, which is deposit, and this is the version name. So as of now, we don't need the version name, so we will rename this later, but uh, I will copy this particular war file. Now, you need to go to the Tomcat uh, 11, that source folder or the location. So where it is. So you can find that if you go to your search bar, and if you search for the Tomcat server, right? So here you can see the Tomcat program directory, right? So this is the program directory. Uh, under that, there is a folder which is called Web Apps folder. So in this, what you need to do, you need to copy your war file. So I have copied this war file. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to rename this war file because I don't need the version here. So I'm removing this version. So I want to give it as the deposit.war file. Okay. And I'm just saving it. Now I will start my service. So I will go to the Apache Tomcat. Currently, it is not in the running state. I will start this service. Okay, now the service is started. Now, if I go back to my web apps folder, so you can see there is a deposit.war file. Right? Now, uh, now it has created something called deposit folder, where it will have the web information, metadata information, everything is under this particular folder. Now, because my Tomcat service is running, same way I have a customer care.war file I have copied, right? Now, what you need to do, you just need to go to your browser now. You need to verify that your Tomcat service is running. So to do that, you can say localhost and colon 8080 is the default port number. And here you can see this is the default page for your Tomcat server. Now, if I want to see my customer care, so I will say customer care / customer care. So this is the output of this customer care application, right? Which is the customer care. How you will see it here? If you go to the source code, and if I go to the customer care, and if I go to the source, and if I go to main, Java, and then customer care application. So this is my function, which is the customer care. And I have configured customer care, customer-care. That's why I used at the end /customer-care. Same way, we need to check for the deposit. In the deposit, if I go to the source code, and if I go to the main, if I go to Java, and here we will see this is /deposit. Okay, so it means if I go here, and if I want, because my deposit service is also configured, so I will say deposit / and deposit, right? So there is some error. Okay, we will check that. Okay, I need to use this localhost colon 8080 deposits / deposits. So there is no change. So I just uh, correct the URL. Okay, so you can see my deposit services is executing, and it is configured in Tomcat server. Same way, you can configure other uh, microservices in the Tomcat. Same way, copy the war file and rename the war file. Okay, so currently I am showing that how manually we are doing it. And later stage, we will convert this into the Docker images and we will deploy it as container. That's it for this lecture, and see you in our next lecture.